to the question that we asked. Will this alliance with the nephew of Sharad Pawar, Ajit Pawar, make or break BJP's prospects when it comes down to the Lok Sabha 2024? And is that the end game of this alliance, to gain in 2024? Putting across the map in terms of the influence of the Nationalist Congress Party, the NCP, this is what it looks like in terms of areas of influence. Sharad Pawar, Pune, Sangli, Satara, Solapur, Western Maharashtra is where both Ajit Pawar and Sharad Pawar have influence in. And this is the area, at least a percentage of the NCP vote, that the BJP would hope that Ajit Pawar would be able to drag in to the NDA alliance. Where the Lok Sabha 2019 was concerned, for the NCP, it won 4 seats with just 1.40% of the total vote share. It was a huge beating that the NCP had taken in the 2019 Lok Sabha polls. The 4 seats that the NCP has: Shirur, Satara, Baramati, Raigad. Areas with which the current new alliance, the BJP, would hope that Ajit Pawar and his battery of MLAs would be able to pull through some percentage of the NCP vote when it comes down to 2024. We're going to break it down over the next 20 minutes. Joining me right now, Rajdeep Sardesai, our consulting editor. 2 quick questions, Rajdeep. Number 1, you're off to Mumbai. Suspense building up for tomorrow's meeting called by both factions, Sharad Pawar, Ajit Pawar. Ultimately, tomorrow should be the decider on who has the numbers.
Look, I think clearly Ajit Pawar seems to believe, or likes to believe, that he has the numbers when it comes to MLAs. NCP has 54 MLAs. Sources close to Ajit Pawar insist he has 35 to 40. They claim they would not have made this switch unless they had 2/3. However, sources close to Sharad Pawar insist that at least 27 MLAs are still firmly with Mr. Pawar, and they believe that the numbers will only increase in the days ahead. The real question of who has more numbers will probably be settled only when the assembly meets and the speaker takes a call on who is to be anointed chief whip and which party does he see as the NCP. So the role of Rahul Narvekar, the speaker, will become critical, because he will have to decide, in his subjective opinion, which is the real NCP, which can choose its chief whip, and then can perhaps that on the floor of the House, we will get a sense as to who has the numbers when it comes to MLAs, Ajit Pawar or Sharad Pawar. But it's not just MLAs, it's district units, it's local level leaders. Mr. Pawar, Sharad Pawar, believes that that's where his strength lies, and he hopes to have a show of strength there tomorrow.
Well, at least there should be some clarity tomorrow, because both units, be it the one led by Ajit Pawar faction or the Sharad Pawar faction, have actually called local taluka leaders and members as well. It'll be interesting, the show of strength on either sides tomorrow, and at least some of the mirage where the number game is concerned, would be clear and would dissipate tomorrow. But Rajdeep, I'm going to ask you one quick question. A lot has been done, a lot has been speculated, discussed when it comes down to the Maharashtra Assembly numbers, on what the Assembly looks like, what the number game is. Ultimately, do you think it's the larger plot? Is this split in the NCP actually engineered, keeping an eye on Lok Sabha 2024? 48 seats, the BJP had swept them in 2019. This time around, there was a bit of a double thing, and possibly the split in the NCP could get a percentage of the NCP vote to the BJP.
Well, I think one thing is very clear, that the BJP's eyes are firmly on Lok Sabha 2024. Vidhan Sabha in Maharashtra follows a few months later, but the first aim of the BJP was to, in a way, dent the opposition Mahavikas Aghadi ahead of the 2024 election. Maharashtra is the critical state for the BJP after Uttar Pradesh. They seem reasonably confident of UP, but the politics of Maharashtra has changed. The second largest state, 48 MPs, the BJP Shiv Sena alliance then had 142. Repeating that would be difficult unless the MVA was broken. So clearly one of the key reasons why this break has taken place, or the motivation for it, was the 2024 elections, plus of course vendetta politics, settled scores that have been left unsettled since 2019 when Uddhav Thackeray joined hands with Sharad Pawar and the Congress. So Maharashtra's politics are still churning, and we haven't seen, I can tell you, the last of it.